The Rotary Club of Pocatello's presentation of the Nutcracker. It's an annual family tradition.
But there's going to be something a little different with this year's Brindusa Moore production. Joining us now, Sergio Brindusa and his lovely wife, Beth Moore. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Hey guys.
Thank you.
How many years have you guys been putting this on in Pocatello? That long, huh?
Right, yes.
Not long enough.
Not long enough.
Very
Not
good.
long enough.
It's getting up there,
So-
about 8 years now.
Yeah.
8 years, going on 8 years. Every year, you know, it's the same Nutcracker that people who probably saw when they were kids, but there's something a little bit different each year about the production. Tell us about what people are going to expect to see this year with the show.
That is correct, absolutely. This year, actually, we have a record number of students participating in this Nutcracker. Obviously, for the two of us, is on a personal note, our own 7-year-old is part of it as well in a battle scene, which is obviously, as most people would imagine, full of effects and some loud noises, but wonderful dancing as well. And for us, that's very meaningful because it's the three of us dancing together.
Oh, that's cool.
Sharing
It's the first time we're sharing the stage.
together. So
He's quite serious about it,
yeah.
so I guess he's seen us enough, so yeah.
That is exciting. And one of the things I think people don't always realize about this Nutcracker is these are all local people participating in this, correct?
absolutely.
So this is showcasing the talents of our community.
Absolutely, and we couldn't be prouder. Our graduating group this year are phenomenal dancers, and anybody from any city that would come here, they would be able to recognize their skill level and talent. And obviously, for me, dancing with my wife as the ballerina, it's an incredible, joyous moment in my personal life. So together we can.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Thank you. That was
Look
pretty
at
nice.
that mom on the set.
you can always do lots of.
You get extra points for that.
Right.
Now, Beth, tell us a little bit about, you've been involved in ballet for how long? Pretty much all your life, right?
Now that's going to say my age, right?
You don't have to say your age, but you've been
Right.
you've been a dancer for a long time.
Yeah.
Did you get to perform in the Nutcracker like growing up in
I did.
performances? And
Yeah.
in different roles? Tell me
Right.
about that transition from being so young and maybe like what your child will be going through, just starting out at 7 years old. What are some of the things that you've learned doing the Nutcracker over the ages?
Well, I think first and foremost, I remember when I was 9 years old, I saw the Nutcracker for the first time, and I thought, oh, I want to do that. That's what I want to look like. I want to wear that beautiful tutu. And I think the most important thing is that I realized it takes a lot of work and effort, and I'm seeing it now in our own students. And it's emotional every year for me because these kids, they're working so hard, and I see myself in them. It's very rewarding. So.
Now that hard work, there's a lot that goes into ballet that I think a lot of people don't realize. There's a lot of life skills that they can learn through ballet,
Absolutely.
isn't there?
So glad you said that. You know, the difference between a poorly trained dancer on point versus the one that is excellent on point, the difference is staggering. And you know, great technique can only be achieved by repetition. And sometimes that gets very boring and tedious, and who wants to sweat all the time?
Ballerinas don't sweat. Let's not get that rumor
So
out
it's
there.
not as glamorous as people may realize. It isn't. What it is important to see is that at the end you have the greatest satisfaction. One, if you are the dancer that goes out on stage and you have a standing ovation. Two, if you are able to train someone else that can go out there and receive a standing ovation. And those are the satisfactions that we obviously share together every year, and we're just really, really proud of them.
And there is one more change in this year's production of the Nutcracker that's pretty personal to you. This will be your first Nutcracker production as an American citizen. How does that make you feel?
Oh, now everybody knows they're stuck with me.
That's right.
You know, you can't throw me out anymore. I'm sorry.
Well, we are glad to be stuck with you.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm sure Beth is glad to be stuck with you too.
I'll keep you, especially for
so
that
much.
compliment.
That's
5
right.
performances, December 13th, December 14th, and the 21st. We'll have the information up on our website. And next week, we're going to be giving tickets away to the Nutcracker.
That's right.
So,
Thank you, both of you,
Sergio,
for coming
Beth,
in.
thank you so
Thank you.
much
It's a
for coming
pleasure.
in.
so
Thank
much.
you.
And coming up next, a very large Christmas tree made of sand, and we'll have your answers to our question of the day.